Yo, what's up, everybody? Back with another video. I think I'm doing a little something different today. Because I would like for the channel to have a variety of things revolving around Pico 8, like new updates that come out or, stuff like the consoles that are being made. Nerdy Teacher's just finished his and he's working on finishing up the documentation to publish that we worked on so that anybody can make their own at-home console. Um, but what I'm going to do today is go over what Pico 8 is, what it offers, and why I feel like people should be using it for game development, period. Like, in my opinion, folks, it is the best thing for game development. I know some people are like, well, not for, commercial or make millions of bucks, yada, yada, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Don't knock it till you try it. There are some very successful people, successful in my opinion, right? Because everybody's version of success is different. Some people think you need to make millions of dollars. Johan made his own game development studio using Pico 8. You feel me? This man is a whole game development studio with Pico 8. In my eyes, that is successful. So, I'm not, when I say successful, I'm not talking about in terms of monetary value because whatever. Other people think that way. I don't. But here's the thing. If you want to be in game development, you want something that's simple to learn, but you can push the limits of it to make something amazing, Pico 8 is the place to go, right? It's perfect because it provides you with limitations, and when you see these people exceed those limitations one way or another because they find a workaround, it's freaking amazing. It's outstanding, and people have created masterpieces that are gonna live on forever. You know what I'm saying? People love retro style games. That's what Pico 8 offers. People love to see things break through the threshold of what people think is the norm. People do that in Pico 8 all the time. And I'm gonna go over it and show you guys. Like here's the primary site. Pico 8 is a fantasy console, quote unquote. I say it's a game development engine. Fantasy console sounds cool. It's made by Alexa Lawful Games. As you can see off the front page, these are carts, which is another beautiful aspect of Pico 8 that people have made. You can play games right here on the front. You feel me? Uh, Wolfenstein 3D by Hungry Butterfly. Boom, look at that. Super simple. Like, every game's only two buttons, right? You got the D-pad, and then you got the Z and X button or the O and X button, however you want to put it in your game. So it's, I mean, come on, man. Like, do I have to say more? Of course I do. But here it is, right? Fantasy console for making, sharing, and playing tiny games and other computer programs. Because people like Johan have made things like Pico CAD, which is like a little mini tool for making low poly 3D objects, which is amazing. Um, let's go into it. Display 128 by 128 with 16 colors, 32 kilobytes cartridge size. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot. It's not, but when you see what people making this thing, you don't even think about that. 4 channel chip blurps. Uh, the code is Pico 8 Lua, so not everything in Lua is gonna register here. Uh, Also, I know it's kind of late in the video already, but I would like to point out I'm not some professional game developer. Okay, I'm still learning a lot. So I don't know all the professional terms people may talk about. So excuse me when I use simple terms because I got a simple brain that's forever expanding with knowledge. You feel me? Like CPU, 4M, VM, I don't know what that means. Okay, but Pico 8 can run on a toaster essentially. You feel me? Sprites, you get 256 unique 8x8 sprites, or you can expand into 16 by 16, 32 by 32, and of course the amount of sprites you can make drops, but it's still cool nonetheless. The map size is 128 by 32 tiles. um, I love this right here, right? The harsh limitations of Pico 8 are carefully chosen to be fun to work with, to encourage small but expressive designs, and to give cartridges made with Pico 8 their own particular look and feel. I love that. because yes, there's creative tools, shareable cartridges. You can explore the cartverse. We're gonna look into this, right? My one of my top things. Okay, I'm stumbling and repeating myself. Whatever. Excuse me, but just add hardware. That's exactly what I did with Grumholm's support, and his knowledge helped me make my own Pico 8 console. Nerdy Teachers just finished making his, and we're using floppy disks for the cartridges, right? Amazing. So it's becoming its own physical console in a sense too. Pico 8 is frowned upon because people are like, well, $15, $15. Listen, okay? It's not a lot. And if you do feel like it is, guess what? Pico 8 now has a free education version, which gives you almost everything of Pico 8 for free. The only difference is you can't export certain ways and you can't use Explore, which is what you use to explore the cartverse. You feel me? But there's an education version. Here it is, right? This is why I say Pico 8 is perfect for all levels of development. Okay, everything's here: coding, sprites, map editor, sound effects, and this is where you mash your songs together. You feel me? And you have 3 functions that you need to do everything within this beautiful little engine. It's the update, init, and draw. And I'm doing this in the educational version because, like I said, it's literally all of Pico 8 and something simple. You need these 3 things. They call them callbacks. I call it init, update, and draw. You feel me? You can make little sprites here. Not a sprite artist. Okay, give me a break. I'm gonna just do some little stuff here real quick because it's cool. Oh, wait, maybe I should do that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here, folks. I'm just trying stuff, you feel me? Uh, and like, yeah, man, you got, look, your stamp tool, selection, pan around, fill, shapes, right? That's ever expanding. You can right click on colors in your sprite to select it, right? Look at that. Super simple. What is this? Don't know, don't ask. And then we can jump over to our map editor. Look at that. Boom. Draw your map. And this is what it was saying by you have the 128 by 32. If you press the space bar here, you can see it like this, which I prefer to look at it like this. Breaks it down into little sections. Right? So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8 sprites across. And I believe it's 8 sprites down. Yeah. So yeah, man. And here's what I really love. Let me do this little stuff real quick. Little sound effects. Is that good? No. But I'm not LeChuck or Gruber or Arconic. I'm not those guys. You feel me? Okay. Like I said, I'm still learning. And you can put stuff here together, which is dope. Yes, it's horrible. I know. But here's the beauty of it, right? So we can go here and draw, clear screen, run it, Control R. You got nothing, right? Now you do map. Boom, look at that. There's your map. And then if you want your little character right here, right? Say this is your character. Let's put him on the map. SPR for sprite. 1 for which sprite? He's number 1, which you can see, which is indicated right here, right? He's number 1. And then you can give him his coordinates. So let's put him at 40, 40, and then run it again. Look, there he is. You probably can't really see him, but he's there. Now, for the cool part. It's so simple, right? Let's make a move. Let's go up here. X equals 0. Y equals 0. So instead of putting them at 40 by 40, we just put them at X and Y. Boom. Oh, I put an if statement and didn't even finish it. My bad. But here you go. Boom. Now he's at those coordinates. So now you could do if button, right? Control R, and you get the fun little character rather than putting in, you know, button 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then X plus equals 1. End. So now when I hit right, our character moves. And the fact that that's so simple for somebody like me specifically, you feel me? Okay? Because I'm not a programmer at all. I'm just not. And I promise you it will show if you ever look at anything I've ever coded. Okay? Now watch this. We could do -1. And then for this, you do Y. Right? Now, oh, see, like I said, I'm not a programmer. I didn't even know which way Y was. Okay? But look, here you go. A character on screen that moves on the map that you drew. Right? Now, collision's a whole nother thing. Okay, don't look at me for that. But I just wanted to do that real quick because to show you how easy it is to make these things happen. Right? Now, we made that little sound effects. Right? Let's do that. See? Now it plays. Then we did a little pattern. Right? That's it. Literally everything, right? Sprites, music, movement. Here's your variables. You can make new tabs to put your variables in, right? If I do X and Y over here as variables, instead of over here, they still apply. They're on a whole nother tab and they still apply the same. Come on, bro. It can't get no simpler than that for people. But when you get into like the learning curve of it and you master this thing, you start to learn to make stuff like these games, which is absolutely mind blowing. Okay, Celeste started in Pico 8. Games like Slipways started in Pico 8. These guys started here. You see Pico Hot? Look at this. Yeah, you guys know the game's super hot. 3 developers from their team came to Pico 8 and made it here. Mic drop. You feel me? Masters of the Universe. I don't know if you grew up on He-Man and She-Ra and them like I did, but if you did, this is an outstanding fighting game with multiplayer, right? Because Pico 8 makes multiplayer games fairly simple to make, not online, but couch potato style. 16 characters. You feel me? 16 different combat moves, 4 stages, 8 levels of difficulty, which I know for a fact because on difficulty level 8, I got my head beat in. You feel me? Because it's not that easy. But full arcade mode, for full you know, player 1 versus computer, player 1 versus player 2. Beautiful chime when it starts up. But like, dude, come on now. Turn the sound off real quick. Just look, man. Look at this. You get to pick what arcade mode you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You pick your fighter and it changes your arcade scenarios based on who you select. A fighting game in Pico is with 16 characters with an essential like mid-fight fatality is insane, right? Like if you get that strike off, like I think it's like 2 or 3 consecutive times. Let me see if I can do it. Stand still, Adam. Stand still. One more. Come on, give me one more. All right, stop. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Fatality style. You feel me? That's crazy. These games, dude, boom. Look at this. 3D. Pico 8 provides so much versatility. I don't know if I use that word correctly because, like I said, my brain is still working on learning things. But Pico 8 has so many styles of games, so many genres of games that it's unmatched, bro. The learning curve is not difficult, especially if you're already an experienced developer. Look at this. We got demakes, we got remakes, we got anything that's with the E and a make in it. You feel me? Undoom 2. Right here in Pico 8. We got Hakai, which is a Dragon Ball Z style fighter, which is insane. Especially, you know what I'm saying, if you love Dragon Ball Z the way I do, insane. My son beats the crap out of me in this game, but it's amazing nonetheless. With a character selection and you can customize your moveset. Dude, like come on, man. The polish on these games, crazy good. One I just found today, Locky. This game is so good, right? Because Pico 8 pushes people to find new ways to be creative. And one thing I absolutely love that this developer did was this manual they created for the game. Look at this thing. Look at this complete, bruh. This thing is amazing. It's amazing. Look at this. If you're an artist and you want to make a game, come on over. You feel me? I know plenty of people that started off as just artists, learned to work in Pico 8 and make masterpieces. This game right here is nothing short of that. And I love this manual. I really do. It's amazing. We have our own battle royale that was created in Pico 8. We're not short on roguelikes. Into Ruins, come on now. This game right here, I don't even have the words to explain it half the time because I love it. This is by far my favorite roguelike. I mean, don't disrespect Pork Like in them, you know what I'm saying? Because we got Pork Like and we got Drowned Catacombs in them. We got every genre in Pico 8. You feel me? Everything. We got shooters, we got platformers, we got puzzlers, we got racers, we got 2D, 3D, ISO, all styles, everything. We got simulations. There's so much here, right? There's so much here that is made in Pico 8. Original, demake, remake, unique, everything, dude. Everything here. But that's not even the best part. That's not even the best part. Look at this. This thing dropped, I think it was what, 2014? 6,194 results. You could be here for days. For days, right? Now, let's switch y'all over to a little something different. Before I get into the actual engine and explore and everything. You have the Pico 8 Discord. Look at this. You find a developer that you like and you feel like they made an amazing game and you're like, man, I wonder how they did that. These guys are here to help. You feel me? Johan Pites, right there, the guy that created his own game development studio with Pico 8, here to help people. Freds, one of the guys that worked on Poon, here to help people. Nerdy Teachers, here to help people. They have their own YouTube page where they do tutorials and they got their own Discord channel where they provide help. You feel me? Like, where you gonna find another community like that? Where the developers of some of the biggest games are here to help people. Then you have things like this that the community make. This is by Liquid Dream, and it was originally made by Light BWK, and Liquid Dream remade it to update it with the newer version. It's a little cheat sheet. It's a little cheat sheet for Pico 8. You feel me? Like that's amazing to me. It tells you how to use the music track, or it tells you how to use the color palettes, because there's also a hidden color palette that you can supplement in. Supplement. I don't know if I used that word right. But basically you can swap it with the original palette, right? It's so good. It's so good. I'm probably rambling, but it's because I love this engine, right? And it's unmatched, bro. Let me show you. Explore. You have access to all new games people are putting out, right? Hue Blaster's crazy. Just played that today. Featured games. Look at that. Happy Larry and the Vampire Bat. That's a new one. Whiplash Taxi's put on here. Whiplash Taxi is literally like Crazy Taxi, but in Pico 8. It's, bruh, works in progress. Y'all need to get up on this. Take the Lot. Great game being made. Game Jam Games. Like, dude, how can you got the lucky draw that shows you random games that it pushes you to try, so that, you know, if your game gets lost in the BBS somewhere or lost to time, it'll bring it up and introduce people to it. Oh, back in the Hellspawn. Let's not, bruh. You like Vampire Survivors? get in here with back in the house fine. You feel me? But dude, like, it gives you everything. Here's a prime example, right? So we got Donkey Kong right here, and people are probably like, "Man, I love Donkey Kong. It's such a great game, right?" And you get in, you enjoy it, you're having a good time, and then you're like, "Man, I really love the way that they handled the jump mechanics," or "I wonder how they did the barrels rolling down the ladders." Well, the beautiful thing about Pico 8 is that you can go into it and you can look at the code, man. You can look at the code. Look at this. You can see exactly how they did what they did. Everything. And you can ask them directly if they're online, they're willing to help. You can come in here and check out their code. Look at this. You got access to the sprites. You feel me? You got access. Well, they didn't do the maps here. But you know what I'm saying? You got the sounds that they use, sound effects, all right here, man. The music they got, it shows you exactly which chords they use on each note, so you can replicate it. Like, this Pico 8 as a game development engine is unmatched in my opinion because of these aspects. You can look at every game that you love on the BBS in Explorer. You can check out the code, you can check out the artwork and see how it's done. You feel me? It's all here. And you got access to all the games being made. Like, do we I think what Pico 8 needs more of now is developers that are making content on YouTube and Twitch. We have some, yes. But I feel like, more tutorials and templates could definitely drive up uh the explosion of Pico 8 to where it should be, because dude, it's you got every genre of game. We got puzzlers, simulators, platformers, shooters, uh roguelikes, we everything. Everything. It's perfect for game jams. It's perfect for big games. Like, um let me show you. Prime example. Astra and the New Constellation. We got our own unique platformers. Oh wait. Commercial game right here. Complete game. I did a full playthrough on it on YouTube. You can go check the videos out. Um, it's an amazing game and it's a complete game. You feel me? These are games that you guys can go to and attempt speed runs and try to find anything that may be hidden. Like in a game like Dank Tomb, there's hidden pieces that you can find and secrets and Easter eggs. Like, dude, it's I don't know. I guess I'm saying the same stuff over and over again. But here's the thing. It gives you every tool that you would need to make a game. You have control over your art, you have control over your maps, you have control over your sound effects, the music that plays, everything. It gives you access to everything. Here's a few commands to look around, but it gives you everything right here. You can make your art, you can make your maps, you can type your code, you can make your sound effects and music. There's no other engine that gives you everything in one like that. There's no other engine, at least one that I'm not aware of, that doesn't use outside sources, that doesn't use third-party tools. This is all within Pico 8, right? And I think the biggest thing people should be aware of is the limitations, because that is what creates a field of creativity for people that have attempted multiple games over the course of 10 years and could never complete a project because of overscoping the game and feature creep, that came up and was like, oh, I want 15 new features, and they try it and they never complete it because of it. Pico 8 will strip you down of that because it won't allow it. You have room for 8,192 tokens. What's a token? Okay, this is the token. Uh, if I wanted to make a new function, right? That's a token. Boom. Look at that. 3 tokens right there, right? If I wanted to make a variable, that's, look at that. That's 3 more tokens. Here's a token. These are tokens, right? Now, if I put print, that's a token on its own. Stuff like this, right? So right here, all this is, here, let me just do it like this. Let me do my function draw. And sorry if I'm rambling and you guys are watching this and you're like, man, will this guy shut up? Eventually. But okay, so all this is 17 tokens. I got a couple of variables right here. My base functions outside of the function update. Let's just add that for reference. Okay, here we go. 14 tokens for hello world. But the difference between this and everything else is I can give it coordinates, right? And then I can give it a color. Here, let me do this. Let's do 11. Now we're up to 17 tokens. I moved it and I changed the color of it. And there's plenty of stuff that you can do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a professional programmer. This is stuff that I learned after just a couple of months of picking things up. I still have a ton to learn because the stuff I see people making, I have no clue how to do it, right? These are just things I know how to do from what I learned in the basics. So you can do all these things, right? Simple. What's the easiest way you ever done Hello World in a engine like Unity or Game Maker or Godot, to where it's all right in front of you like this, and all you gotta do is hit Control R to run it. And if you don't do Control R, right, you just go ahead and you type run, and it'll do that for you. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that are simplified in this engine. It uses Lua, like 5.4 or some crap like that. Lua, it seems to be a very easy language, I guess, like up there with Python. And like I said, if you're an experienced developer, dude, this will be light work for you. Like I said, 2D games, 3D games, 2.5D games, isometric games, all this stuff has been created in Pico 8. You feel me? Like, free version with the educational version. Look at that. It took me 62 tokens to draw my sprite, to add my sound effects and music, and make my character move around. 62 tokens to get this, right? So for most games, that's a very difficult task right there. And then you have people out there like Space Cat and Lazy Devs Academy and Nerdy Teachers that gives you these tutorials to make amazing games. I ain't even gonna, I'll show you. We have, like I said, we have developers out there that make this content, and we just need more. You know what I'm saying? People that are doing more playthroughs of Pico 8 games, and people that are making tutorials, because these guys are doing a fantastic job, right? Here goes Lazy Devs. He just hit 14,000 subscribers. Space Cat makes amazing short video clips on tutorials on teaching you things. Check out his particle one. Great. Pico Playtime, that's Xstar. My man does playthroughs of games. These guys, let me see. Let me go. So as you can see, he has his shmup tutorials here. He has a roguelike tutorial, Breakout, right? My Chon Sweet Bun, that's his live stream of him doing the game and playing the game. That is an amazing game. You got people like Gruber Grubber. I call him Gruber Grubber because I don't know which way to pronounce it. This man makes outstanding music and shows you how to do these things in Pico 8, right? Nerdy Teachers has tutorials, a website. Their website, I love it. super noob friendly, right? Intro to Pico 8, get you in, and then you can go to the Lua guide where it teaches you about all these things. Pico 8 palette, like it breaks it down. It truly breaks it down for you. And this, what they did here was they took the manual that Zep provided with Pico 8 and they're making it user friendly. Like you can actually see how the code looks in engine and it shows you the results of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? The rect right here created that rectangle. The oval right here, it shows you that he puts in the coordinates, the color. It gives you the whole, you know what I'm saying? It's so good. It's all so good. Achi's another developer in Pico 8. Space Cat, Heracliums. I don't judge me for butchering that, okay? I'm a native English speaker, but y'all know how it is in America. We not that good at it. Uh, Here you go, Space Cat. Great tutorials, nice and short videos, so you don't lose that goldfish attention span that we have these days. Heraclium makes great Pico 8 games. Uh, Here we go. China Miner, great game. Tales of the Arabian Nights. He was one of the co-creators on Donkey Kong. Uh, like I said, Pico Playtime. He plays tons of Pico 8 games, which is something that I'm trying to get into as well. You know what I'm saying? Then Alex Lawful Games, of course. This is Zep himself. But there's so much out here already for you guys to check out and get into as a game developer that I don't see a reason as to why you wouldn't want to get into Pico 8, right? Like, you have major studios having a couple developers drop down to try some things out, people that have been in game development for years, and Pico 8 was their breakthrough moment. You know what I'm saying? There was one guy that said he's been working on something for upwards 40 years trying to do this stuff, and Pico 8 helped him actually make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Then you got my boy Johan out here making these amazing games, commercial games, by the way. Um, but seriously, man, like there is zero reason to not use Pico 8. There's every reason to use Pico 8. So, long story short, man, get out here, try it, love it like the rest of us. Start making these games to put out here like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Just come out here, enjoy it, have fun, make more amazing games like these other developers out here. Just do it, man. There's zero reason not to use Pico 8. And if you watch this whole video and you realize that I said the same things 40 times in every possible ways, because I did, I rambled, I'm not going off of a script, this is raw content. I'm doing what I can to give you what I got. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Get out here in this Pico 8 verse, man. Make some games for the cart verse. We need more for the cart verse. So just do it. You ain't gotta make nothing crazy off the bat. Ain't nobody asking y'all to come out here and make Poom again, Pico Driller again. You ain't asking for all that. Just come out here and make something simple just to get familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to improve and make things better. But that's what I got for it, man. That's what Pico 8 is. Come out here and give it a shot, man. If you don't want to spend the $15 off the back, use the educational version. Get into the Discord. Meet these other developers. Embrace these limitations, because that is what's ultimately going to let you guys make amazing games. Okay? Just try it. I'm not a pro developer. I suck at it right now. I'm working on it. I'm trying to improve so I can make cool games like the rest of these guys, so that next time I make a video like this, I can be like, oh, okay, he know what he's talking about. Bro, I'm about dumb as a box of rocks out here trying to learn this stuff. And if I can memorize some things to get a character moving on the map, I'm with it. So I encourage y'all to come out here and try the same, man. Love y'all. Be peaceful. Keep it running. Later.